Aleppo, the revival of a civilization. For millennia, these streets have always remained active. Arguably the oldest inhabited city, a throne for the Romans, the Byzantines, the Macedonians. Through its gates, Cyrus and Alexander triumphed. That was until the 7th century, when everything changed. The light of Islam arrived through Khalid bin Walid, and this ancient city was forever transformed. The Umayyads, Abbasids, Seljuks, Mamluks, Ottomans, each left their mark. Aleppo. It is where Nur-ad-Din Zengi laid the groundwork for Salah ad-Din to rise, uniting hearts before liberating Jerusalem. Its madrasas were among the most prestigious in the Muslim world. Its libraries held treasures that scholars traveled months to access. From Imam Tabarani to the late Sheikh Nur-ad-Din Itr, Aleppo produced luminaries who illuminated the globe. A city where the call to prayer echoed from hundreds of minarets, where scholarship, commerce, spirituality, and artistry flowed in seamless harmony, where the Munshid's tunes carried seekers to salvation. This was Aleppo. And then came darkness. Over 50,000 civilians killed, nearly 5 million displaced. The Grand Mosque crumbled. The Waqfiya Library rubble. Madrasas, souks, historical sites destroyed. When a madrasa collapses, the prophetic inheritance is scattered. When a library burns, centuries of wisdom vanish. When a souk crumbles, the heartbeat of the city loses its rhythm. This type of destruction is the eraser of a civilization. But at the end of 2024, by the grace of Allah, the oppressive regime fell. And with its fall, a new dawn arose. Hope, in the teary eyes of mothers who left with nothing. Hope to return. Hope to rebuild. While the onslaught continued in Gaza and Sudan, here, at last, was light breaking through. The guiding light lit by our ancestors may have dimmed, but it can never be extinguished. The walls of our great city may have crumbled, but the foundations remain. A way forward has emerged. Under Dr. Mahmoud Masri, Darul Irfan, and the Waqfiya Library have set forth a vision to rebuild what our forefathers established, to re-establish Aleppo as a crown jewel to the Ummah upon the foundations that they laid. 12 historical Waqf sites, identified in collaboration with the Ministry of Awqaf, sites with the legacy of serving the community. These will house advanced centers of knowledge in Islamic law, theology, spirituality, manuscript studies, art, poetry, and beyond. Aleppo's centuries-old legacy will rise once more, illuminating minds and hearts across the world. A new dawn is upon us, and we all have a role to play. Our beloved messenger, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The believers are like a single structure. Each part strengthens the other. The architects, the builders, the artisans, the scholars, those praying in the night for success, and those whom Allah blesses to contribute, whose wealth will become Sadaqa Jariyah, rewards continuing long after his life. Everyone will have a role to play. What will be our contribution? Will we just sit idly by? Be from amongst those that laid down the foundations for Aleppo's revival.